I'm not making, so I can't speak for everyone else. I'm literally just going to ask the questions. As far as this, I'm just going to give what was the accusations. That's it. That's all. Okay.
Okay.
The next one is being said that T Money had to call security on you. Did that happen? Yes or no?
No, she did not have to call security. She the one is threatening to hit me with something. So if anything, I should have been calling.
Okay. Were you screaming Siobhan and Duffy name down the hall? Yes or no?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Because I was trying to get his attention and Siobhan's attention because there was a lie told on Duffy.
Okay. Did Glam communicate to you that she wants to get a restraining order filed against you?
No. These are the lies that's being told.
Okay. All right. So, based on those questions alone, one of the things that Big Quay said, she said that she felt like you embarrassed FOE as a whole during that trip. Do you agree or disagree of her opinion?
No.
Okay. FOE members, Nietzsche being the head of FOE, stated that she believes you are a liability to FOE. Do you agree or disagree?
No, I'm not a liability.
Judge, can I ask a question while you're pausing there?
You can't answer because you wasn't on the cruise.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking the judge. I'm not asking you anything, Lil Touch.
Oh, but you wasn't there though.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking the judge a question. I'm not asking you anything. And it was specific to her courtroom, babe. Okay.
Right, but what I'm saying, Hippie, you can't say or ask anything because you wasn't on the cruise.
Well, I can ask whatever I want to,
Bella,
but
let
it's
me
not
say something
specific
about
to
that
the.
last
Hold on, Brenda. Hold on,
FOE
Brenda. Slow down.
embarrassed them
I
own
can
self
ask
every
whatever I want to,
motherfucking day.
but it.
Oh well, if she did.
Wait, Brenda. Hold on now.
Hippie. I mean, LT
Yeah.
and Blackberry. Please allow Hippie to go because I'd like to go, and then Blackberry, please, and then you
Yes,
go
the
because I came
question
up
was
first.
about.
But allow him to ask his question, y'all.
Yeah,
please.
the question was about the court because Drop and basically for the haters was downstairs saying that Little Touch didn't have any representation or the people that support her were not allowed.
Do I have a voice in the?
And they wanted to know.
I have a voice?
Hold on. Please allow me to
Bella,
speak to the judge.
I'm talking to Bella.
Please allow
I'm
me.
talking
Okay,
to the
you
judge.
speak to her after me, though. Not
Miss
in the
LT,
time. Hold on now. This ain't
Miss LT, he was making the point. He was making a very good point that you didn't have any
the
support
question
up
was,
here. So allow him to
court,
finish.
this is accountability
please.
court. So basically, Bella, it seems like the people downstairs were saying that it was biased in the sense that it was mostly people that did not support LT in the panel. So I wanted to ask you about that or see if you had a chance to address that.
Okay, so real quick, for those who are here requesting up, they're being brought into the panel. So there's no, okay, this one is favoring that one. If it's people that is requesting up that is speaking directly to the situation because they was simply there, hence they were on the cruise, or they seen what transpired on the lives, I'm allowing everyone to come up. So respectfully.
Long time, Bella. You took a long time now. Come on now.
For a long time. Hell, I done forgot some of the shit I wanted to come up here and speak on.
Let's push because I was
Bella, I was hollering because there were lies told on Duffy, and I did not like it. And yes, I did knock on Glam door because I wanted to talk to her about the lies that were told about Duffy. And I still never got a chance to talk to Duffy or Glam about the lies that were told to me about him. So please, I don't want to bring that up, but if I need to, I will.
It's okay, LT. I was next. Hippie, are you finished?
To ask that question because they were tagging me downstairs, including Drop. And I wanted to be able to address it before the panel went crazy. Thank you, Bella, for allowing me to ask that.
Thank you, Hippie.
You're welcome.
My,
Thank you, Nikki, for the gifts.
hello, everybody. Hi, Bella. Hi,
Thanks,
Blaze.
Roxanne.
Hi,
Thank you, Nikki.
panel. I had a couple of things I wanted to point out. First of all, I've never been in court where people were silenced to only answer yes or no to a question. People have always had the opportunity to express how they felt about whatever the situation is. They have never been limited to a yes or no. Let me make that note. Second thing is, how can a woman having a man kissing on her, having somebody watching her drink, and I don't know how many of y'all been on cruises, but we run down the thing, yell at our kids down the hall. A lot be going on. I mean, I guess y'all have not seen the image of all of the black people on that Carnival cruise that's going around and made its way through TikTok. It be going down on a cruise. So a cruise, if you have a problem with noise on a cruise, stay at your black ass home, because there's 5,000 niggas on there doing what they do. It is not no nursing home where everybody is quiet. It's not ICU. People doing whatever they doing. We might be dancing down the hall. There's a lot of stuff going on. People bring their music boxes there. So you can guarantee with children and a lot of black people that it's a lot of noise. So I do not understand how a woman doing whatever she chooses to do on a cruise is an embarrassment to somebody else. Last, I'm gonna say this: what it looks like that have been being done, and it's consistent with the behavior of FOE, is they watch every fucking thing you do so that they can antagonize and judge you about how you're moving. Because this sounds exactly how they was taking pictures of the woman who had her bags by the front door, and they counting how many plates the woman set up to bring out. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like the same thing. Y'all are watching how the fuck you noticing you supposed to be in your nigga face, smiling in his face, or trying to find you a nigga face to smile in, but you watching who this lady leaving her drink with. That's some shit I'll never see. I would never notice that. They have handlers on this woman. They watch everything this woman do to nitpick.
Clock in, drop.
Bella, thank you for allowing me up.
Drop.
See, they don't like the truth. That's why they paid to drop you drop. They don't like the truth.
Sorry, Rob, but the bailiffs did have to come and get you.
They don't like the truth.
I just want to add,
and I'm gonna finish what drop was going in. How was y'all having fun by watching LT so goddamn much? Everybody know what LT did, but ain't nobody else said about it. All y'all did. Somebody said they seen the men's coming out of other folks' rooms yesterday. Ain't nobody said that. How in the fuck almost 100 people done went on this cruise, but ain't nobody's did.
Wait, Brenda, what you saying? Take a step back. You just said something interesting.
Cousin, clock the fucking cousin.
Wait, Brenda,
make that make sense, Bella.
Who was coming out of another room? I don't know, but I do want to...
that's what the people were saying in the comments yesterday.
Yeah, but I do want to respond to you and drop just one time first. Specifically in this case, we are talking about LT and FOE.
It doesn't matter, hippie. It doesn't matter.
Please allow me to finish, Brenda. I'm not being rude to you.
Almost 100
Please allow me to finish, and then you can go, okay?
Ain't nobody.
Please allow me to finish, and then you
Liz
can go.
was not on the cruise
this
at
is
all.
the point.
Liz was
This
not
is the point.
attending that
If you were to be on the cruise and it's some random lady, that's one thing. But this person came with your group. I'm sure it was a group rate. I'm sure them people knew that it was a group there. So they are, in my opinion, they are responsible for the people in the group, and they're trying to be responsible because it is a business. So it goes outside of this just some random lady on the cruise having fun. So I do think that they should have been looking out for her and everybody else in that group as they did.
Hippie, still.
Looking out for somebody.
Almost 100 people, and majority of the motherfuckers still speaking on what
that
you
was an accusation. That was a false said thing. I was not in danger. If so, they should have chose proof. They should have pulled the men that said that to Duffy. Duffy should have pulled it and made it known to me who those men were, and it wasn't.
But
And
little
it wasn't. They
little
did not show proof of those men that were gonna violate me at all. There was only one man that was shown. And the man that danced with me, he was not a part of that equation because he talked to Duffy and they both talked about their careers, their businesses, and everything. He made it clear. He went to Nitra with me and talked to Nitra and told Nitra he was not a part of that possible assault on me. So at this point in time, I don't believe that there were no men about to run no train. And they wasn't going to run a train on me anyway. Because I know karate and I know how to fight and I know self-defense. I know how to defend myself. And I wasn't going out of no club. Shut
Little
the fuck
Touch.
up. Get her out of here, Blade. Because she's a messy ass old
Right, me
woman.
too, Bella.
She came on my
Let me-
platform and talked very nasty and ugly to me. Miss Evelyn, get the fuck out of here. Because you ain't nothing to me. You're
So one moment, Miss Low Touch, because again, I don't want my boxes revoked. I understand you're passionate about the situation because you're directly involved, but I do not want my boxes revoked. I need you to take a deep breath. Please calm down. Let's only so we can do the free part out loud. Just continue to run up the likes. Thank you for helping with the live goal. There's a lot of people. Please grab a daily heart me. It is all appreciated. We're here every Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Accountability Court. Siobhan?
Again, hello.
Hold on, Siobhan, real quick. Miss
She just
Evelyn
told me to
gonna
go,
be
Poozie.
a trigger for Little Touch because she stated that the name reminds her of a family member that used to be mean to her.
Girl, but she talk
So
about it
you
every day,
gonna
all
keep
day.
getting these
Come on now.
reactions
Wait, Poozie, this lady up
when her
here
triggers
starting
keep
all this
Can I
mess,
go ahead and say something real
and she
fast?
always up here lying. Justice for
about to make me go off that woman. Please
So just
delete
try
her,
to be
not you,
patient. Try to be
Javon.
patient, Low Touch.
Oh,
Try to be patient. Siobhan?
okay. So, Lil Touch, I keep hearing you talk about when you and the man walked up to Miss Nitra and us in the casino, and you said he came to clear you in his name. I want to be clear about a few things. He did admit that there were 4 men. Okay. He said 3 of them was with him. However, he did hear the 4th man say that he was going to fuck you. Right? We're going to be clear about some things. So when you keep saying that's not true,
He said he was not a part of that conversation. That's what he
said that, Little Touch. Those are my words. I just said that. But you can't say what somebody wasn't going to do that said they were going to do it. The whole point is
they wasn't gonna do it because I wasn't gonna go with them. Why y'all can't understand that?
That's
I
not
am a
the
woman,
point.
yes. I am an older woman second, but I'm not vulnerable like that. I'm not going with no man to run no train. If that be the case, I would have gave it up to him, and I would have given it up to him.
So Ms. Low Touch, okay, so I think this is what you're not hearing. So Ms. Low Touch, what they're simply saying to you is you're saying that you don't believe any of that was ever a thing that they ever said it. But what Siobhan is saying is that the guy you danced with, and one moment, because again, I'm asking you to respect my panel. I don't want my boxes revoked. So Lil Touch, Siobhan is saying that the guy you were dancing with confirmed that he heard one of the guys saying it. Okay, he said he wasn't involved, he wasn't going to participate, but he heard a guy say it. Is what Siobhan is saying. So you're saying that there was not going to be anything going on, or nobody ever said they were going to do anything. Siobhan is saying otherwise. The man you danced with confirmed he heard the guy say what he was going to do.
yes. And the second thing was, I'm not sure where they came from. That you, Lil Touch, I'm talking. Hold on. Because I'm going to go ahead and drop you guys. One more thing. Whatever. I'm not saying that you said anything, LT. Can you mute up for a minute? Because
this really hurt, Javon. I would never give my body up to no.
Oh, my God.
So, Miss Low Touch, we're going to allow you to speak, but I'm not sure if you're unfamiliar with court. We need to allow allow the jurors to deliberate what's going on. We heard what you had to say, but we need to allow people that was not only there as character witnesses, we need to have other people heard. So just please be patient. We want to hear from you, but we need to hear from everybody else that was involved, okay?
And another thing, I was not there about the phone, but when it comes to the scam that you're mentioning and whoever's mentioning, saying that Miss Lynn could have took that money, let me tell you, honey, that she doesn't need it at all. So there would be any reason. I don't even think she even really visits your room, to be honest. So we're going to all put a stop to that. She does not need your money, and she would have not scammed you. And if it was something that you needed, she would have gave it to you. So I do want to put a stop to that, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop. See you later, Bella.
Can I go really quickly, Bella? I am not a fan of FOE, but wrong is wrong and right is right. Unfortunately, in this situation, FOE is right, and they provided all proof of documentation of this old woman's lies. She should now be banned from all TikTok events and transported to a psychiatric hospital immediately. She is crazy as hell, and she is a liar. And you need to wipe your mouth the next time you get on this live, telling all that goddamn lies.
Why are you letting this woman harass me like that?
Shut the hell up, Cole.
Are you serious?
You were curious.
You the one sound like you got a problem, need to go to psychiatric ward. Okay. Can I talk now, please, in my defense?
Can I talk? I've been up here for a minute.
Yeah, so it is quite a few people who's been waiting to speak. I mind, and then Miss Passion, you may speak. And thank y'all for y'all patience again.
Yeah.
So, Little Touch, I don't agree on how you was treated even after the fact. But I do have one question. Why do you feel like Duffy and Glam was supposed to protect you when before the trip they already had said they was washing their hands with you? So why did you believe that they were going to protect you?
Besides how you might feel about me, if you say, if some man come to, okay, I know you're not a man, okay, this is hypothetically. If a dude come to another dude and say, hey man, I want to smash that woman, or I want to run a train on her, you're not going to say nothing? You're not going to do anything? That's all I got to say.
With you as a person, I'm not going to be there caping for you.
It doesn't matter. There's an ethic
does
there.
matter.
There's a moral there. There's a moral there. There's an ethic there. That man walked up to Duffy and said he want to do some harm to a woman that you know that you are part of a group of, and you're not going to do nothing?
No, because I don't fuck with you. It ain't my business.
If that's how you felt, then you shouldn't have said nothing to nobody. You shouldn't have said nothing to Nitra. You should have just let it go. If you're not,
well,
if you're not gonna,
by saying something.
No, he's not supposed to do nothing. Let you tell him. He's not supposed to do anything.
LT, he wasn't obligated.
I answered your question respectfully. Next, the next person. I answered your question.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good this morning. I got some points I want to make. Okay, we're going with the phone. The first thing, the person put the phone down. They didn't have nothing to do with Little Touch. So that person was a little off. Left the drink for someone to watch. I may leave my drink and say, watch the drink. I may do that. Anybody may do that. Now, let's go to licking on the neck. That's her body. And if it was just a kiss on the neck, then maybe she was fine with that. Didn't have nothing to do with nobody. T-Money calling the security. T-Money got the ice box. So that's self-explanatory. Screaming down the highway. People are on their partying. It's noisy. Got nothing to do with Little Touch. She screamed down the highway. Everybody else was screaming down the highway. Restraining order? Why would you get a restraining order on somebody that is not that close to you? Make no sense. Embarrassed FOE. If I go on that cruise and I'm doing things, I'm sure other people are doing things. Embarrassing is when you're doing out of the norm thing. We don't know what we're going to do. People do many different things. So I'm standing with Little Touch, a woman of certain age, and you got to bring a little bit more for me. That's what I got, Bill.
Okay. Jaw dropper, and then for the haters.
Hi, Isabella. I came here to be a juror. I'm still listening still.
Okay, thank you for coming up, Jaw Dropper. And Jaw Dropper, when you're ready, let me know. I will make that announcement, okay? For the haters, thank you for coming back.
Absolutely. Thank you for allowing me to come up. I came up to be a juror, but I need a question. Where is this lady's court-appointed attorney? Because this is too much. You know, she's making herself look guilty. And I'm not saying she's guilty, but by her responses, it's some questions that she needs to have answered, but she needs to have someone who can come up
For the hater, I'm hurt. I'm hurt that I got removed from the FOE and I did nothing wrong. All I did, if y'all see the video of the caption of me dancing, I was just having fun. I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. I wasn't trying to do nothing to anyone. When I was running off and trying to reach out to Duffy, I had knocked on the door. They didn't answer, and I saw Javon open up the door, and I was just trying to get somebody to hear me out, because somebody came to me with some heavy shit and said to me, and I knew it was a lie. There was no way in hell that Duffy would sit there and let that go. I'm sorry, I didn't believe that. And also, too, y'all can call me a liar. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want. I know that I did never one time talk to the security guard except when we was in the club about that phone. That lady was raising hell about the phone, and I had already gave her her phone. And they pulled her out of the club and asked her for her driver's license, her identification. And they came back in and asked me, was I okay? Because she was cussing at the top of her lungs, and the lady that was sitting on the right side of her was trying to calm her down, and the couple that was sitting right beside me saw everything and told me, be quiet, don't say nothing, I got you. The husband, he said, I got you, I will explain everything to the security guard. When the security guard came back after escorting her outside of the club, the security guard came to me and said, ma'am, are you okay? I said, yeah. Do you want to write a what they call that, an incident report? I said, no. I said, she got her phone. I gave her her phone. There's nothing else to talk about. That lady was picking at me for no reason. She came up, when I came over to sit down beside my FOE sister. I ain't gonna say her name because I don't want to make her a part of the court case. And when I went to sit down beside her, she started talking to me about some bullshit that she heard on the TikTok. They were talking they were live streaming. Whoever was live streaming was talking bad about me, and she was trying to get me to talk about that. And I told her to leave me the fuck alone about that. I don't want to talk about that. I'm on this cruise. I'm having a nice time. And she was asking me questions about me getting left in Atlanta and I having to drive all the way from Atlanta to Orlando. And then she started asking me about Princess, and I told her I don't want to talk about that. And I cut her off, and she was mad about that. So when I realized that I was sitting on her phone and I gave her her phone, that should have been the end of it. Am I right, Bella? Thank you. You know, go on about your way, because she had went to the casino and then she realized she didn't have her phone. And then when I gave her her phone, all she had to do is say thank you. There was nothing in me, in my heart or mind, to take nobody's phone. But that's what y'all running, the narration all over TikTok, that I stole her phone. Y'all trying to make me as a bad person, and I'm not. I didn't even, if I really was messy and I wanted to start mess, I could have easily called my son while I was on the cruise. And trust me, people would have got served on that ship. My son is a lawyer. But I didn't do that. I have yet to tell my son everything. The only thing I did, I was crying that Thursday morning when I realized that lady was not coming to pick me up, but she took my money. So y'all want to sit here and dog me out and dog pound me and talk about me and call me liar and all of that? Guess what? God gonna handle all of y'all. Because I know the truth and I know what I did and I know how I did it. That's my defense. But y'all can go ahead and reach out to Chell for me and Bray King. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of people lying on me. I'm tired of people lying on me. Be honest. Y'all say Little Touch be accountable for what you do and what you say. Y'all need to be accountable for the things y'all have said and did to me.
And Bella, good morning. Hey, Little Touch. Hey, courtroom. Good morning, everybody.
Honey.
All right, good day, Bray. The Kingdom is here, y'all. If y'all are here to support the Kingdom and you already are a subscriber, go ahead and drop the Kingdom emote in the chats. If you are not subscribed, that's all right. Go ahead and drop the crowns in the chat for the Kingdom. Welcome in, Bray. Glad to have you. Surprised you're awake, but thank you for coming in.
Just about 20 minutes ago.
Got you. So are you here to speak on behalf of Little Touch?
He's innocent.
Still.
Okay. All right. You are claiming the innocence of Little Touch. Would you like to pretty much give us the brief of why, like basically state your case. Why do you feel like Little Touch is innocent?
Yeah. They keep fucking with her. I'm so sorry, but I don't know. My client did nothing wrong. She tried to go on a trip with a group of people that she loves dearly, and it's just hurting her tremendously because every time she turns around, every time she looks around, they're just fucking with her. Like Glam and Duffy and them, they're fucking with her.
Okay, so for simple terms, you're insinuating that she's being taunted. And you said member specifically that's taunting her?
Specifically, there's an FOE member. I'm so sorry, y'all. There's an FOE member named Duffy and Glam. Glam is the one who, I'm trying not to read the comments. They're tearing me up right now. Glam is the one who came up with this price and shit like that. So it's all Glam's fault, honestly, to be honest with you.
Okay, so you're blaming Glam as far as the price of what exactly?
Glam is the one who told, I'm so sorry. Glam is the one who told her $500. I'm being so serious, y'all. This is how I am in the morning. I'm so sorry, you guys.
So you're speaking to one of the accusations, which is the pricing of the room being an issue?
Yes. And yeah, and I don't think Little Touch did nothing. She only danced with her friend on the dance floor. And she was drug off the dance floor like a child. Yeah.
She
shoved her. You can say
her ass.
She shoved her.
I gotta
come back. Showing that she has a violation.
They trying to get her out of here right now. I know exactly who that was, but seriously, she got shoved and all. She was assaulted. It was just a lot going on.
Okay, so you're saying that Little Touch was assaulted by who?
By Glam. She shoved her.
And that was not right.
Then on top of that, Glam, the FOE member, the one who organized the trip, she talk about, well, fuck it. She should have just let the man fuck her. That's what Glam screamed like 5 times. She said Deidre should have saved her. She should have just let the man fuck her or do whatever.
Bella, can I say something? Okay. It's been said that I pulled Glam's hair. That's a lie. When I walked up, you know, to where we were sitting at, and I don't know if you know or not, but I have a hearing impairment. So when I walked up to the area where all the ladies were sitting, and I was trying to get close enough to hear. Everybody knows Kelly. She has a soft voice, and Miss Maria was really talking for her because her voice radiates a little louder. So I was standing behind the chair that Glam was sitting down. I didn't even realize that was Glam. I just, you know how you walk up to the area where you're gonna be congregating at, and I just stood behind her, and that was it. She realized that I was behind her. She said, "Get the fuck out of my face." And she jabbed me with her cup. And the cup that she made, which are beautiful, I got a green one. I could show you mine or whatever. They heavy. So I'll turn my camera
heavy
on
green cup.
Let me show you.
Yeah, she's.
And why is she putting her hands on another grown woman?
She put
that
this
right there, Bella. Evidence.
It was a cup. It was a cup like this, Miss Bella. It was a cup like this. She poked me in my chest.
Damn.
Okay. And I ain't gonna lie, that area is still sore from that day that she poked me. So when she did it, Princess jumped up and came over and said, "Stop antagonizing her." And then Miss Maria and Deek Top Street, I be getting tongue-tied every time I say her name. They pulled me over to the other side of the couches and outside of where all the ladies were sitting, because they were sitting in the inner part of the couches, and had me to go sit on that side so I wouldn't be nowhere near Glam.
Are you bruised up at all?